I've given up speaking to President Trump. We need to replace President Trump.
A bishop who was presiding over services at the National Cathedral that Trump and Vance and the whole family attended after the inauguration had a special message for the president that ruffled quite a lot of feathers. Let's take a listen to what she had to say.
Let me make one final plea, Mr. President. Millions have put their trust in you. And as you told the nation yesterday, you have felt the providential hand of a loving God. In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families, some who fear for their lives. And the people who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, who labor in poultry farms and meat packing plants, who wash the dishes after we eat in restaurants and work the night shifts in hospitals, they may not be citizens or have the proper documentation, but the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals. They pay taxes and are good neighbors. They are faithful members of our churches and mosques, synagogues, wadara, and temples. Our God teaches us that we are to be merciful to the stranger, for we were all once strangers in this land.
So this triggered a total meltdown and angry freak out on the right.
Why did you want to come out here and send
their message? It is a message of a call for justice, for swift justice for George Floyd, for systemic justice for all brown and black people who have been under the knee of this country in ways that we have witnessed time and again. This is wrong. And this rising up, this spontaneous uprising of people, mostly half my age or younger, they're the ones we should be listening to.
And they're angry at the president.
They're so angry.
They're angry at the president. So what is your message to President Trump today?
Well, he should. I've given up speaking to President Trump. We need to replace President Trump. We need leadership that will lead us in the ways that this country deserves.
Thank you. Thank you.
What part of what she said, first of all, offends you, and second of all, what part of it is dissonant with the teachings of Jesus?
Well,
I've given up speaking to President Trump. We need to replace President Trump.
What she said, again, I think is entirely consistent with the teachings of the Bible and, you know, the message of Christianity and Jesus Christ, etc. That would be received so angrily is, to me, just, it's very telling.
I've given up speaking to President Trump. We need to replace President Trump.
Here's another leftist progressive talking point in the language of Judge Jeanine from Matthew. For I was hungry and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger and you invited me in. I needed clothes and you clothed me. I was sick and you looked after me. I was in prison and you came to visit me. Truly, I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. So how is that dissonant from what
Krystal,
this
we
bishop
are sitting here picking and choosing.
I've given up speaking to President Trump. We need to replace President Trump.
All of this is about policy at the end of the day. The bishop was making a political point. She wants okay, she's a bishop.
Why does that make you so mad that
she
has a view of the Bible that includes humanity for immigrants? Why does that make you so mad?
I've given up speaking to President Trump. We need to replace President Trump.
I think what's going on is that the teaching, especially with regards to immigrants in the Bible, it is, again, I'm not a Bible expert, but it is one of the more consistent teachings that there is. Not to dismiss, not to be cruel, to treat them with humanity and justice and compassion. And so I think for people who are Christians and who hold themselves out as that being a core part of their identity, to have that like clear-cut message from the Bible rub up against their political views in a way that's uncomfortable, I think that's what's created this mass backlash reaction. But like I said, I just think
I mean,
just find
fine.
it interesting, the response to what I think is a very like mild and commonly held view that people are human. And
I see how you get there because I know it's very comfortable with your worldview.
I've given up speaking to President Trump. We need to replace President Trump.
All she said is have mercy on people who are fearful right now. And, you know, these are groups that are, in fact, fearful right now. And, you know, I don't think that that is outrageous. I don't think that should make people mad. I don't think that trying to see each other's humanity, yeah, that is the core of, you know, how I believe we should operate in the world. And I do think that that can lead you to different conclusions on, there are a lot of balances that you have to strike in the political realm. But to me, being guided by seeing everybody first and foremost as a human being, like, I don't think that that's outrageous. I don't think that should make you angry. I don't think that that is, you know, the ravings of a lunatic. I don't think you should be deported for having those views, et cetera. But that's just me.
It sounds like you found Jesus, Krystal. You should go. You should attend her service. It's here in Washington.
I've given up speaking to President Trump. We need to replace President Trump.